Good morning from the heart of the territory on Banks River, where the Banks Community Church operates here with my input. My input is I focus on Bethel Church from Heavenly Places, and I've zoned into Zion. I kind of zone into Zion, but I zone into the city of David because it's one of the cities that's been missed out in the Testament, in the Bible of New Testament with Jesus' birth, when Jesus was pregnant. Or was it Jesus pregnant or Mary pregnant? Because, oh, praise the Lord God. I want to say thank you, God, and the angels for starting on this. I want to say that I want to give this testimony that Jesus actually was a birth when he came into an erupted birth. Jesus' baby or baby in the womb, when it was delivered, as it was delivered by mother, was actually when it came out of a private Mary part, was actually a rapture birth. It was a rapture birth. It's got only place you can find it, and it's the only one rapture in the New Testament of Paul. It's Judea, a land where Jesus ran to the cave, Mary ran to the cave with birthing Jesus, with the rapture, can't come back anymore from there. And in Matthew chapter 24, all the same, Matthew chapter 2, all the same, we'll run to the hills of the Judean mountains when the Antichrist come, when he switch off all the light. You know what a light got big boo, and run to the hills. Connected to the word session. There's only kids coming on from me, and they report. I'm gonna have Macklin McCann on the zone. I'm gonna reveal his case because he says Portugal, very, very dangerous time for a little girl to be left in the bedroom in Portugal, all alone in a bedroom. I panic. As a mother, I panic, because I panic when my son Ayn was gone missing just before he passed away. I panic because he was with Andrew, my husband, on the farm doing farm work, and he was 3-year-old, and he's working. I panic, and he came back to me, but for Madeline McCann, I panic, I panic because I just see why. Because English bloods are rare. English bloods are rare, and they need to be more guarded. Yeah, I've got on bloods. Only when Mark 40:24-7 come in. That's an English quest. Shed for many. That's English quest. English whole Mark quests. But it's not a gospel Mark. Apostle Mark wasn't Apostle Mark, you know what I mean? It was only a book sneaked into the Calvary table 2,000 plus years ago. When Jesus, we don't even know if Jesus came to the cross, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got Jesus' bloods are bred out. Is it Jesus now? Chinese bloods are bred out. Why are they bred out? Chinese are asking, what pleasures? When, why, what, where, what? When? It already happened. Already Chinese have already said, we want to be white. Why? Because black and Chinaman slanty eyes and all that ugly body is not good for them. Why are they doing it? Because they're doing it on a sexual pleasure. Where are they located? All over the place. When were they doing it? They're doing it on pleasure. That's why Noah dragged them in the Garden of Eden, you know what I mean? Because when you come to a country like Australia, country like America, country like Britain, England, European nation, well, miracle now with Gadias in South Africa, that's a miracle Gadia deal, and Africa and America and England and all over. You know what I mean? They come with proper AI, proper DNA. DNA of tradition, where you come from. Nobody call like China. Nobody, I'm a Chinaman in Australia. I'm from China. No. Are you from China? You got to get questioned on that in 2026. You know what? Because Chinese bloods are on the out. Because when you breed into white pleasures, for white sex, that's what happens. You breed the Chinese out. They don't exist. And that's a very, very sad thing for China. They don't exist. And Chinamen in China, they're asking for a big request from me, but it's only for those underground Christians, the persecution. And Paul sits on it, you're on Connected News Source worldwide internationally.